I'll call this meeting to order. So at this time, I'll do the invocation. The most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening with open minds, and we just thank you for the blessings you have given our tribe and our leadership and the council and our employees. We just thank you, dear Lord, for all that you do for us and how you take care of our people. And we ask bless our people, dear Lord, and just thank you for our many nations, whether they're from the north or the south, the east and the west. Guide and lead us and give us knowledge and wisdom to do the right things that will help our people. Again, we just thank you for the weather you have given us. Bless this meeting and just thank you for all the many blessings you do. Amen. Shelley, roll call.
Yes, sir. Bill England.
Honey.
Steve Austin.
Here.
Jack Baker.
Here.
Harley Benzer.
Here.
Joe Bird.
Honey.
Sean Crittenden.
Honey.
Don Garvin. Frank Hargis. Wanda Hatfield. Rex Jordan.
Here.
Dick Clay.
Here.
Curtis Snell.
Here.
Shanice Taylor. Here. David Gordon. Victoria Vesquez. David Walkenstick. Brian Warner. We do have a quorum.
Okay, the minutes were mailed to you, so at this time I entertain a motion to approve.
Makes a motion to be approved.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, at this time we'll go to the State of the Nation by Mr. Bill John Baker, our Principal Chief.
Welcome to the September council meeting. It seems like time's flying. We just, about an hour and a half ago, got back from California for a community meetings in San Diego and Los Angeles, Central California. And they were really, really well attended. There was one instance where a lady came up to me and asked as she saw somebody's name on the check-in roll. And she said, "Where is this lady?" And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, I really don't know her," but her daughter was standing right there. And she says, "Oh, she's right over here. And she's my mother." And this lady kind of steps toward her and gave her name, and this daughter looked at her and immediately started crying and hugged her. They'd apparently been neighbors in California for years, had grown up kids with each other, and were as close as family. And I asked the question, "Did you know that she was Cherokee? Did you know she was?" And the answer was no. So they had been friends for life, grown up together, and it was a Cherokee community meeting that they realized that they shared that commonality of being Cherokees in California in this instance. But it made for a really great reunion, and then when the two older women met, it was very similar. Some of our very key people will be in Standing Rock, probably leaving right after this meeting. Secretary of State will be there. Speaker Byrd is going to be with them. I believe we've got Tommy and Donnie and Rob and a contingent. Bruce Davis has sent 54 ricks of wood that is on the way up there right now as we speak. Where the Intertribal Council just met last Friday, and did a joint resolution supporting Standing Rock and their trials and tribulations to fight for their sovereignty and fight for their water and fight for their burial grounds. We had 2 elder summits this last month, one in Tahlequah, the other one in the north in Veneta, where over 600 of our Cherokee elders came in, and not only for fun and fellowship and food, which those are 3 winners, but there was a great deal of programming that to where they could go if they felt they were being abused, how they could recognize a friend, a neighbor, somebody else, and what the abuse looks like, and gave them all kinds of scenarios of what that would be and where the Cherokee Nation had the help that they could get. Then we had another fellow that came in and gave a comprehensive program on all of the scams that are going around to elders right now, where they answer the phone and they say grandma, and I'm in Mexico, and some wild story how they got down there and how they need money, and the elders just really appreciated that second annual conference and being able to come in and all the things that they were able to take away from it. And I can tell you that our staff, all the departments, I think they enjoyed it just as much, because it was that one-on-one, that conversation of how our programs work and how they can access them. It's almost election time, and we've been registering nonpartisan for not only state and federal elections, but Cherokee Nation elections. And at Tulsa Fair, they signed up over 250 Cherokees to register to vote. They were signing up hundreds of Cherokees in California, and I told those Cherokees that they didn't realize how important they really are to the Cherokee Nation, because we only have 5 congressmen in the entire state of Oklahoma, and only 1 congressman that represents the entire borders of the Cherokee Nation. But those 25,000 Cherokees in California spread all over, there's 100 congressmen out there that have Cherokees in their districts that we can show them that they've got them in there, and it's just one more reason for them to try and help us along with whatever program we're pushing, because we've got Cherokees everywhere. We're replacing 6 vans in our transportation fleet and making them all ADA compliant. This is through a grant of more than $320,000 from the Federal Transit Administration. We dedicated a wonderful new community center in Nowata, Oklahoma, that the catfish was good, the fellowship was good, they've done a really fantastic job on the building, so anytime you get a chance to go up Nowata Way, it's right across the street from the clinic. And I know Dick's beaming over there, but they did a fantastic job. We agreed through our Roads and Bridge program to help in Delaware County with an investment of more than $760,000 to replace the Whitewater Creek Bridge there in Delaware County. And we hosted the HUD Undersecretary of Native Programs, and we've been called the most effective and successful housing program in Indian country. With the help of the Cherokee Nation, they're hiring more than 250 new jobs in South Coffeyville, They were able to recruit a Texas-based Star Pipeline Products, and they're going to build or move into a manufacturing facility there in South Coffeyville. So another 250 jobs in the Cherokee Nation, requiring skills that many of our Cherokee citizens have, that it'll be a godsend, especially in that part of the world where talent is high and jobs are few. Finally, the holiday season is quickly approaching, and Macy's Fulfillment Center is hiring 3,500 seasonal positions, but they say 1,000 of those, the 1,000 best, will be offered full-time employment there in Owasso, Oklahoma, and Diane Kelly and her group are busily helping them fill those positions right now, and we hope and pray that a good percentage of those will be Cherokee. Tonight, our annual honoring of the Cherokee Nation Youth Ambassadors. So if they would all come forward, I'd like for them to step to the mic and give them your name and platform or whatever you want to say. And Miss Cherokee went to California with us, and I know you have never been stuck in Dallas. But she is experiencing a delay in Dallas. She should be here. I think she's finally gotten away, but she has understood what that traveling delays mean coming through Dallas. Yeah. So, I'll see you. See you.
Ocean Nagada, literally Dawadon, Skigadu, Yawade Tiada, Ale, Salunagaya, Digaga. Hello everyone, my name is Lauren McCoy. I'm 15 years old and I'm the 2016-2017 Junior Miss Cherokee. I'm from Sallisaw, Oklahoma, and I'm a freshman at Mulder High School. I just want to say that it's an honor to be in front of you guys and in front of the tribal council tonight. So whatever.
Osio Naga. My name is Manny Longhorn. I am a junior Cherokee ambassador, age division 10 to 12, Watto.
Want to go up one more? I'll stand here and help you. It's hard in that dress, isn't it? There you go.
Hello everyone, my name is Emma Fields. I'm Little Miss Ambassador 2016-2017.
Osio Ken Walton Debadoa. My name is Ken Walton. I'm the Little Cherokee Ambassador for boys age group 7 to 9. I'm from District 13, close to District 14, Watto.
Oceanigada Kwana Dawadon. Hello everyone, my name is Kwana. I'm the Little Miss Cherokee Ambassador 2016-2017. Thank you, Watto.
Thank you all so much, and they've already hit the ground running and making appearances, and let's give them all one more big round of applause. And to finish up tonight's State of the Nation, we had a fairly lengthy list. Are no longer with us. If I could read those, and then we'll have a moment of silence. Lizzie Bird of Stillwell, Georgia Ann Thurber of Stillwell, William Bleedlove of Salisaw, Randy Bush of Salisaw, Stella Chambers of Muskogee, Jeremy Decker of Tulsa, James Dick of Chelsea, Linda Elbert of Grove, Karen Fields of Grove, Sandra Foreman of Grove, Winona Galen of Tahlequah, Ross Gord of Cherokee County, Ricky Harris of Fort Gibson, Tressa Harris of Locust Grove, Ryan Kirk of Tahlequah, Louise Lacey of Tahlequah, Sandy Long of Tahlequah, not our Sandy, or not the one that works here. Sadie Long, sorry. Rita Mellabug of Locust Grove, Victor Morris of Pryor, Sharon Neal of Claremore, Brandon Oldfield of Tahlequah, Carl Ross of Tahlequah, Dennis Sanders of Stillwell, Carter Sapp of Tahlequah, Justin Shell of Stillwell, Rosemary Shores of Wagner, Ginger Shubin of Stillwell, Alan Tanner of Grove, Leroy Turner of Tahlequah, Melina Van Buskirk of Tahlequah, Jamie Walker of Tahlequah, Lyndon Walking Stick of Chelsea, Donald Wilder of Tahlequah. Are there others that didn't make this list?
Dan Masters of Grove and Donnie Hale of Jay.
Nanny Sue Eagle, Stillwell.
Richard Black Bear, Kenwood, Rita Osage, of Locust Grove.
Jim Gardner, of Benita.
Jim Parrott, No Water. Ava Green, No Water. Tommy Lay, Oklahoma City. Pauline Howe, Auburn.
If we could have a moment of silence. Wodo.
Thank you, Chief. At this time, we'll go to our Deputy Director, S. Joe Britton, to do the Cherokee Warrior Veterans.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Chief.
Can I bother you 1 second?
You sure can, sir.
Miss Cherokee. Come on
made
down.
it. All right.
You did good.
Okay. Tell them about your trip to California.
Well, I'm really glad to be back, but it was a good experience. This was my first at-large meeting, and just to really see all the people and to share our culture and our heritage with those that don't really have the experience that we have here. It was really eye-opening, and I'm ready to do it again. But thank you for letting me serve and honor our people. Wada.
Try that again, Deputy.
The last time I went on a trip, we flew from Dulles to Dallas for connecting, and the gentleman I was sitting by or whatever, he said, some country and western singer ought to write a song about something from Dulles to Dallas, how much fun it is. But I'm honored and privileged to honor a veteran this evening with our Warrior Award and Medal of Patriotism for his many, many years of service to this country. Councilman Thornton, would you step forward and help us with this presentation, sir? And our veteran tonight is Leonard R. McCarty. Leonard, would you come forward, sir? I'm going to read a little about Leonard here, his service. He entered the U.S. Army in September of 1958. His basic training was at Fort Carson, Colorado, and his AIT was at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. The next 10 years of his career were spent improving and building infrastructure on U.S. military bases. From Fort Leonard Wood, he went to Fort Stewart, Georgia, to Guam and Okinawa. In Guam, he helped extend the runway at Anderson Air Force Base to accommodate the new B-52s. In Okinawa, he helped construct the supply depot at Fort Buckner. He returned stateside and did tours at Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort Bliss, Texas. From Fort Bliss, he went to Butzbach, Germany. Upon leaving Germany, he returned to Fort Leonard Wood, where he says he hit upon a bad assignment. He went to Schofield Barracks in Hawaii. He was also an instructor at the Army Adjutant General School at Fort Benjamin Harrison. In '68, he shipped out to Vietnam, where he was part of a team that recovered and retrieved fallen soldiers so their bodies could be shipped home. In '69, he returned to Fort Benjamin Harrison and wrote training and testing materials as part of a forward planning process for the Army. After 20 years and 27 days, he retired on September the 30th, 1978. He received the following awards: the Meritorious Service Medal, Army Commendation Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, 6 Good Conduct Medals, the Army Reserve Medal, 2nd Award, Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry with Palm, Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, Resident Unit Citation from President Johnson, Meritorious Unit Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, Vietnam Campaign Medal, Vietnam Service Medal with 5 Campaign Stars, Missile Man Badge, Expert Rifleman Badge, Sharpshooter Pistol Badge, Combat Service Medal, Presidential Service Medal, American Defense Medal, Vietnam Defense Medal, Tet Campaign Medal, Cold War Victory Medal, Overseas Service Medal, NATO Service Medal, Army Service Medal, Honorable Service Medal, Armed Forces Retirement Medal, and the Expert Marksman Medal. And Leonard McCarty, I want to thank you, sir, on behalf of a grateful nation for your service to this country.
Look right here and put your flag up. Oh. And would you like one with your family? Please. Family? Now, would you like to say something?
It is an honor to serve my country, serve my nation, and to serve the people of my country. I would not have changed anything in my life. There's hardships, but there was a lot of good times. Even Vietnam was fun. Not all of it, but part of it was fun. I'm just proud to be a Cherokee. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That's all I have tonight.
Well, good job, Deputy.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you. Okay, action of unfinished business, none pending. Committee reports, we have Housing Authority with us, Mr. Gary Cooper.
Mr. Speaker, members of the council, good evening. Let's see, I think we met just on about 2 hours ago. So I'm going to scale this down quite a bit. I think I covered most of it in our committee meeting, and keep it pretty brief for you tonight. I know you've had a long day. The Housing Authority Board of Commissioners meeting for this month is third Tuesday of the month, which is October 18th, tomorrow, at 5:30 at our offices here in Tahlequah. We just wrapped up work on our negotiated rulemaking committee. Also, as Chief mentioned, the Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Office of Native American Programs at HUD was here for a visit a few weeks ago, and was thoroughly impressed at the work that we do here in the Cherokee Nation. One of the sites she visited down by our office is one of our apartment complexes, and the apartments there are 35 years old. They're not our oldest ones. We have some that's a little bit older than that, but those apartments are 35 years old. You walk into them and you wouldn't think that they were 35 years old. You can see how hard we work to provide, good quality housing to our families. They're in most cases a lot better than what they would find out on the open market, and we take great pride in that. Let's see. Also, I usually cover what type of impact we make in the number of families that we're able to assist in direct housing assistance every month. At the end of August, that number was just a little over 7,000. 7,004 families is the number of families that we were able to provide some type of assistance for, whether it's our rental assistance program, our Community Shield insurance program, houses that we manage, that we keep people in, our apartment complexes that I just mentioned, rehab programs, whatever the case may be. Those are people that we're able to assist on a monthly basis. As of the end of August, we had 248 employees at the Housing Authority. Of those, 95.2% were Cherokee, and whenever we put all Native Americans together, 98.4% is how many Native American employees that we have. Let's see, I think that's pretty much the main things that I wanted to hit on that I probably didn't cover in committee meetings, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. I know you've had a long day, busy day. Speaker, I know that you have places to go, so I'm going to stop right there. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to let me know. And thank you all.
Thank you, Gary. Any questions for Mr. Cooper? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, we have with us Cherokee Nation Businesses, Mr. Chuck Garrett.
Good evening, Speaker, councilors. On behalf of the 6,500 hardworking men and women at CMB, it's my pleasure to give tonight's CMB report. As usual, my report will consist of a financial performance summary, as well as monthly job statistics, other CMB announcements, and finally I'll attempt to answer any questions that you might have. With respect to the CMB financial summary, I am reporting tonight on our July performance. The CMB consolidated revenues for July were $89.2 million. This top-line revenue exceeded budgeted revenue by $6 million and exceeded July 2015 revenue by $7.3 million. CMB consolidated net income for July was $12.3 million. This bottom line net income exceeded budgeted consolidated net income by $2.2 million and exceeded July 2015 net income by $3.9 million. So I am proud to report that this financial performance resulted in a July dividend to the Cherokee Nation of $4,525,000. As far as non-dividend financial contribution to the nation. We had retail sales taxes of $315,538 and liquor excise taxes of $21,235 for a total non-dividend financial contribution to the nation of $336,774. Regarding our job statistics, CMB currently has a workforce of 6,546 employees. 1,791 of these individuals are contract or temporary staff, and 4,625 of these individuals are CMB employees. 73.1% of these CMB employees are Cherokee citizens, and 7.2 are citizens of other tribal nations, for a total Native employee population of 80.3%. On to CMB announcements. First, several CMB employees and CN employees were recently honored as Oklahoma's Next Generation Under 30. And Speaker, sadly, I was not among them. However, this is a statewide program that honors individuals that have demonstrated the talent, the drive, and the commitment to serve their communities. CMB had 9 employees, and Cherokee Nation had another 6. So I know we're all proud of them and wishing them well and tipping our hats. So it's an outstanding showing for the Cherokee Nation. The original musical, Nanyehi, it returns to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on November 11th and 12th. As you know, Nanyehi is the story of our own Nancy Ward, a legendary woman who was first honored in the 18th century as a Cherokee war woman, but then again honored during the American Revolution as a peacemaker. It's a wonderful story, and hopefully you all will be able to make it out. Tickets are $15 and may be purchased by calling the box office at 918-384-ROCK. Cherokee Nation citizens and children 12 and under will receive a $5 discount. Finally, I am proud to announce that the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino earned a nomination this year for the International Entertainment Buyers Association. This is, we were one of only 4 venues to receive such a nomination, and it's really a tribute to the good entertainment that I know some of you get to enjoy from time to time, but we're continue to attract some of the best shows around, and this is a great acknowledgement from a national trade organization confirming that. So with that being said, Speaker, I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone may have.
Any questions for Mr. Garrett? Good report.
Okay. Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
This is moving down to new business. Out of rules, we had a resolution here. Janice, would you take that, please?
This is Resolution 116-107, resolution confirming the renomination of Shannon D. Buell as Marshal for the Cherokee Nation, and I move for its approval.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Yes, Councilor Austin.
Sponsor.
Sponsor? Okay. Anybody else going to be sponsor? Okay. Okay. All right, you have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Okay, we have Judge Garrett here. Honored to have our Chief Justice. So at this time, let us go ahead and swear Mr. Shannon Buell in. You are here, aren't you?
I'm here, yes.
All right. Let's take care of this. While they're making their way down, I think our legal counsel for the Cherokee Nation has been asked to be a part of that non-hearing. Aren't you going to sing a part, Diane?
Oh, not yet?
Yeah.
I'm just going to be a singing group, not just a soloist.
I know we submitted some names for the singing parts. We submitted you and Counselor Walkenstick, and they just confirmed you. We haven't heard back on the other, so. Oh, yeah. Justice, you have it.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, and state your name.
I, Shannon Buell,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of Marshal of the Cherokee Nation
of Marshal of the Cherokee Nation
and will,
and will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution of the Cherokee Nation
and defend the Constitution of the Cherokee Nation
and the United States of America.
and the United States of America.
I swear or affirm further
I swear or affirm further
that I will do everything within my power
that I will do everything within my power
to promote the culture,
to promote the culture,
heritage,
heritage,
and traditions
and tradition
of the Cherokee Nation.
of the Cherokee Nation.
Thank you, Honorable Garrett, for being here with us tonight. Appreciate you. This time we'll drop down to the last item.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to include a resolution authorizing participation in a nationwide elder needs assessment that came out of the Community Service Committee today.
Okay, got a motion and a second. That'll be number 3 on the resolutions. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay. That's the motion to amend the agenda now. Okay. Let's do resolution number 2. Councilor Vasquez?
Sure. This is a resolution authorizing the Cherokee Nation to execute a wind resource lease agreement with Chilocco Wind Farm LLC and granting a limited waiver of sovereign immunity. I move for its approval.
Got a motion and a second? Got a motion and a second? Okay. Discussion. We've had much discussion in this for the past probably 3 or 4 years. So for the audience's sake, here we go, and I'm opening it up for discussion again. Councilor Lay.
Yes, thank you, Chief. I'm voting no on this resolution, and there are many reasons, but I'll just highlight 2, so I won't take up the whole night for you. Number 1, I think it's going to essentially destroy our Chilocco property. It's our trust property, the only trust and only property we have left of the old Cherokee outlet. Number 2, it's impossible to me to vote for waiver of sovereignty so that some foreign-controlled windmill company can get a bank loan. I just can't bring myself to do that. Thank you, Chief.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Councilor Buell.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Excuse me, I've been battling a cold here. I totally agree with Councilman Lay. I cannot begin to give up any sovereign immunity for a foreign company to go out and borrow money and not knowing any background or anything about it. But my true reason that voting will not be supporting this is because of the Chilocco property. I had relatives that attended boarding school there, and to me, it's just going to destroy that property. And I just, in my heart, I cannot support destroying that property. If it was private property, I'm all for windmills and wind energy. I'm truly for that, but not on the Chilocco Indian property. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Yes, Councilor Baker.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, thank you. I'm also opposing this for the same reasons that the other two councilors stated, but I also do not want to see it destroy the area around our Chilocco school. But in addition, I've talked with some of the landowners nearby, and they are opposed to it because it's going to not only destroy their view, but also the noise is going to be disturbing their peaceful evenings in the country, so to speak. And I also know, in talking with even some of the various council people here, that if it were to be in our neighborhood, say on Eldon Hill or along the Illinois River, that they would vote against it also. But yet it's okay for us to put it in someone else's backyard. So for those reasons, I'm opposing it.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Councilor Busby.
Yes, I hope I can get through this evening, but I had initially was not going to vote and support the wind farm. After giving it a lot of thought and consideration, I've changed my mind. It just went back to the Cherokee holidays. I was sitting on a 4-story building here at a hotel room, and we had an earthquake, 5.6 earthquake. And it rattled me pretty good. Excuse me. And then I thought about the windmill farm, how clean energy that is. And I thought about the injection wells that are up and down the northern part of Oklahoma, which caused the earthquakes, in my opinion. The other thing that I was concerned about is being good neighbors to other tribal nations there. I actually talked to some tribal leaders, and they were for this wind farm, because they needed the income coming in to support their citizenship. So that is my reasons for supporting the wind farms. I just think it's a good, clean energy that we can put up with and have an income for our Cherokee people. I know we'll always have to have oil for what we do, but this is a small part to start getting away from those oil companies now that's running part of our lands. So that's why I'll be supporting it tonight. Sorry for I hope you can understand me. Thank you.
Point well taken. Anybody else? I'll just make a brief comment. I too was very hesitant in the beginning, but I visited those tribes also there in that area. Visited with the leader of the Call Nation, and they have a wind farm right there. And they assured me that, you know, this will be good, and I think the revenue that we'll bring in, it's not really just a money deal. To me, it's an alternative resource of energy that we're looking into here. I felt the earthquake myself, and I'm 62 years old. I haven't felt a jar like that in all my life. So we have to look at other sources of energy here. So I'll be supporting it as well. So, Shelley, we've hashed this out, looked at it for months and years. So why don't we do a roll call vote and get it over with?
Don Garden?
No.
Frankie Hargis?
Yes.
Wanda Hatfield? Rex Jordan?
Yes.
Dick Lay?
Nope.
Curtis Snell?
Yes.
Denise Taylor? Yes. David Thornton?
Yes.
Victoria Vesquez?
Yes.
David Walkenstick?
No.
Brian Warner?
Yes.
Neil England?
No.
Keith Austin?
Yes.
Jack Baker?
No.
Parker Buzzard?
Yes.
Joe Byrd?
Yes.
Sean Crittenden?
No.
We have 2 yes and 6 no.
Okay. It passes. So with that, we'll drop down to announcements. To my right. What did y'all do to me here? Okay, this is a, Counselor Lay, you want to take this?
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's a resolution authorizing participation in a nationwide elder needs assessment. Move for its approval.
Got a motion second, any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay. Now to my right, any announcements? Yes, Counselor Garber?
Yes. Tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, we're having a community meeting, Three Rivers District. Chief will be there, and the council's all invited. 5 o'clock, Martin Scott.
Thank you,
Scott,
Council.
you're invited too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Counselor Chris?
Yeah, Friday, November 4th, at the Star of Bethlehem Church, there in Stillwell, having a community meeting. I'd like to see you there. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, anybody else? Yes. Counselor Discuss.
October 25th in Veneta, we're having a community meeting at the Veneta Health Center. Starts at 6 o'clock, and we always have good food in lots of departments, and you're all invited. Thank you.
Okay, yes, Counselor Warner?
Yes, November 7th, Councilor Thornton and I, District 5 and District 6, will be having a community meeting at Blue Ribbon Downs. Also, I've got a few other announcements. November 9th, we have 3 national treasures coming to Carl Albert State College at 9, 10, and 11. Also, during the month of November, Native American Awareness Month, we will have a 3 tribes exhibit there. And these, both of these things are open to all the public. If you know anybody in our area that want to learn more about our culture, about our tribes and things, I do encourage you to invite all. One last thing, on Wednesday in Podo at Carl Albert State College, we will have President David Bourne from OU. He will be doing, we're continuing the Carter Lecture Series. I want to invite all the council, anybody here in the audience. There's been several members that have, in the administration that have been invited. Folks, you know the state that we're in. There's going to be a vote up for the tax for education, stuff like that. I believe that's going to be the topic of his lecture series. Would be a good place to come and get some information from President Bourne. Everybody here knows his resume, so I want to invite everybody out. Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else? Just one quick note. We just returned from NCAI there in Phoenix. And as I was reading where Northeastern declared, I guess, Monday as Indigenous Day. Is that correct, Chief? Can you believe the city of Phoenix, as big as it is, also declared that day as Indigenous Day? That's a big city for to step up like that. So it made us all proud there to be there at NCAI. We were very united. There are close to 200 tribes. We took care of business, but of all the years I've been going to NCAI, this is probably the most unified I think I've ever seen our tribal leaders. They're truly taking care of business. And so with that, just keep us in your prayers as we head up north. I'm taking my good brother friend with me, Hominy Little Dave, one of my good spiritual friends. Hominy, you want to stand? As a guy that's accompanying me, and he's a color guard. He's one of our vets, and he also helped build the Sequoia Chapel when as a volunteer. So just keep us in your prayers. We're going to make it work, and we'll return safe. I got all the faith. So with that, thank you very much, Council, for a good meeting. I need a motion to adjourn. Motion, second. Wadon.